Welcome back. Congrats. We're done. Oh, yes. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I cannot believe what my eyes are seeing. This right here. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. This is what I have going on with the brand new building we just completed. Yep. This is the thing, man. If you're doing project in Liberia, Liberia contractor, they're not the best out there to do any work. So this job, the reason why we're having a leak on the ceiling, as you can see, we did the flat roof for this building for a couple of reasons. Number one, the design of the building from the drawing, and number two, it's cost effective, especially when it comes to buying like zinc and wood, right? Those were the two reasons why we did it. But there are methods to do these type of things. You need to cast on top of the building. You need to make sure you have ceiling, and none of those things was done. So when the rainy season started, guess what happened? All that money I put into the two units upstairs is about to go to waste, because as you can see, we already have people living in the place, and we have waters coming into place. You can see he's cleaning the water from the floor, because the water is coming through the roof and go into the apartment, and that's somebody's room. Right? You see the closet, everything is pretty much in water. So so as it stands, we need to do some rapid repair, or we need to redo the roofing. So what happened? We did some rapid repairs. I pulled some roofing tape. That didn't work. I said, okay, since the roofing tape didn't work, let's do tarpaulin for the time being until at least the rainy season can finish, and then we'll go try to re-roof the building. When we did that, it made it worse. All right, so now I'm down about $600 to try to do some rapid repairs. All right, I say, okay, since we cannot do that, let's re-roof the building, because the rainy season haven't even started yet. This is just like a prelude to the actual rainy season, and it's only June, and we're already facing all this problem. So the best thing to do now is to re-roof the building. Reach out to different carpenters to redo the roof. I had like maybe 3 or 4 people go there, and obviously, different estimate. They don't see urgency, they see money, right? I know it's a business, so I was like, you know what? Yes, let's re-roof the roof, re-roof the building, and I would change the style. Instead of doing the flat roof, we're gonna do the hip roof. It's costly, but it's easier to repair, and it lasts longer because the water doesn't sit on the roof. So the issue we was having is what the roof wasn't slope enough. As you can see, it's just like straight. It's not sloped down like it's supposed to be for the water to go down. So we had to redo the whole building. The whole thing. I had to get the people relocated. It was like crazy for the last month and a half, man. I had to get them situated so we can do the new roof. Pretty sure we're gonna have to spend a lot of money to like make sure everything is good, the ceiling, make sure that any other water damage that happened to the building is corrected. As you can see in the back, we have they had to raise since the original roof was supposed to be sloping, so the back was didn't have any. The back had to be raised up another like three courses to get the hip roof ship, right? So this is what we got going on, man. That's the thing with doing project and building, especially when you're not there to supervise the work. You just it's something you got to be willing to. You know there's gonna be errors. You just have to be willing to spend additional money. It's either that or waste all your money. So yeah, I had to get emergency funds to complete this work. I didn't even expect something like this to happen. This building has been roofed for approximately 2 years, and we didn't have that issue until recently. So I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know if it was leaking, and they didn't tell me it was leaking, or it just started leaking, right? Because it wasn't done properly. So when it was raining, the water sits on the rain instead of on the roof instead of rolling down, and it seeps into the house. And I kept sending people up there to get it fixed, and every time they go up and come down, it gets worse, worse every single time. All right, so I mean, this is the type of things that happen. It just unfortunately happened the wrong time. This is the rainy season, and we have to get it fixed. So yeah, so I thought I was done with this building. I was saving money to start another project, but I had to put money back into the building, and I haven't even make any money from this building yet, and I'm already doing major repairs in like replacing the roof. But these are things that happen, you know. If you're, I see a lot of you guys comment on my videos asking for asking about my project, how I got it done. This is the type of things that happen. Most people just see the finishing and the good part and everything. You don't see this type of stuff. This is the behind the scene things, and I want to show it to you guys to know that if you're doing any type of project, you should expect stuff like this to happen. You should, if especially when you're not there, it's not gonna get done according to your liking, right? Even if you have people on the ground, they don't have your best interest. They just want whatever they can get out of what you're doing, and that's it. They don't understand what you go through to get where you are, to accomplish what you accomplish. All they see is green. All they see is how much money I can get out of this. That's it, you know. So, and I wanted to throw my investment to waste. I had to make sure everything is good. So I reach out to the contractors, and we got new people on ground redoing the roof. We're gonna put different roofing material on the building. It's still gonna be zinc, but it's gonna be the aluminum zinc. Alum, it's called ala zinc, right? Which is much better. It's is longer lasting. It's gonna be the wider Gorders zinc, and the bundle is about $210 for a bundle. Um, I got the zinc from Meta Metalome, Liberia. They're located in Tinga Village. Once we get to that part of the work, I'm gonna show you guys like the type of zinc it is. I try to use different options like the deck rod, the PVC. Those are very expensive material. I don't know why it's so expensive in Liberia, but looking at other places, it's affordable. But for Liberia, it's very expensive. So I couldn't put that on. I couldn't put that on the building because the building. I wanted to use the best material because I don't want to go through this again. I want to, especially having a two-story building. It's by the sea. That's about 5 minute walk from the ocean, right? By the beach. So it's gonna corrode over time. I'm having that issue with all the other buildings too, because of the type of material we use, the roofing sheet. Those are some of the things they don't talk about, right? Like they just like these contractors, man. They just want money. They tell you whatever it takes just to get the money. But like when you're building closer to the beach and things like that, you need to use like like high quality material when it comes to like anything metal, because what's gonna happen over time, it's gonna corrode because of the sea breeze, right? So these are the things I didn't know, right? I would even think about it, but now I know, and I learned from my lesson, and I hope you guys that are watching this video will learn from this, that when you're doing your project, you need to buy quality material, and you need to have proper supervision, right? Sometimes trying to save money can cost you a lot in the long run, but it's experience, right? Life is all about experience. This is what we do. This is what we go through. We're not gonna lick our wounds. We're gonna get back on the horse and keep riding until we get to the finish line. The goal is to make sure we can have about 3 or 4 of these buildings throughout Liberia, and even more, and to encourage other people to do the same. Everything's happen for a reason. So I hope you guys learn from this. In the next video, I'm gonna come up with like the breakdown of re-roofing the building and how much material we bought. So initially, we wanted to do roof one side of the building, and then since people are already occupying the building, I wanted to roof one side, let them out, put them back in the building, and roof the other side. But we couldn't do it like that. We have to like build the forms, like the woodwork. We have to get everything done at once. So yeah, it was very complicated, man. This is probably one of the most stressful time I had doing this project. I had a lot of other incidents, but this is the worst. Imagine you spend thousands of dollars to get to the finish line, just to find out 6 months later you have to put more money into what you already invested. But this is all part of investment. It's part of the journey, right? So now we're doing it the right way. So I hope you guys learn from this. Whenever you're doing something, get a professional to do it, number one. And number two, spend a little bit more to get the proper material. And if you don't trust anybody, I will highly recommend you take your time, go to Liberia. If you cannot afford to leave and go there to do your project, I would just say just save up, and whenever you have time or you can go there to do your work, do it yourself. Because doesn't matter what family member you have or how much they're related to you, or your friends or whatever, they will not have your best interest. They will say all the good things you want to hear, but they will not have your best interest to do things right, to get things done. You know what you want. You know the expectation. You know what you want out of it. So it's better to do things yourself. And after this project, moving forward, I am not doing any project in Liberia without my presence. Because when I went back, I saw a lot of errors that was made on this building, especially when it comes to like the finishing. The doors are crooked, tiles not properly laid, uh, plastering. It just everything all over. It just looks so like it looks good in the video because you don't see, but when you actually look at the building, I just held my head like, what is this, man? The building looks good from the outside, but like attention to detail was not applied. There's a lot of like workmanship is just so poor. It's like, because most of these guys, man, they don't really know how to do the work. They just want the money, and they will say whatever they gotta say to get that money, man. And if they don't do it right, they mess it up, it's kind of hard to hold them accountable. because that's just how it is, man. That's the country we find ourselves with. Um, they're gonna say sorry and they think that should fix everything. But yeah, as you can see, this is where we are in the project. We're back into doing work in the project. So the top two buildings are not occupied anymore. I have to find a place for them to stay until we can re-roof the building so they can move in. We still have a lot of other work to do inside, like changing out the ceiling, repainting wall. Hopefully, we don't have a lot of water damages, especially for the electrical components of the building, which is expensive as well. Roofing is expensive. Everything is about building is expensive. So this setback, it just make you think like, man, is this even worth it? But yeah, I just want to bring this to your attention, especially if you're doing project in Liberia, you're intending to do it. Just if you're not there to do it, I highly recommend you go there to do it. If you cannot do that, just hold on to your money and find the time to do it. But thanks for watching. I'll keep you guys posted. Bye.